Hey, fellow humans, here we are at 12. I don't have enough fingers for it, I'm done. And this is, me being weird is actually probably one of my favorite parts of self growth. And this is the self evaluation. Woo woo. I'm not even joking. I love this part. So, the self evaluation. Now, I do this at least like every 6 months. Sometimes it's like life is just going on, and I'm like, self inventory now. We need to do this because this isn't working. Um, and of course, with this self evaluation, anytime you do a self evaluation, you have to be real with yourself. You have to be honest because, again, as with everything else, if you're not real with yourself, you're like, don't do it. If you're not gonna be like, okay, you know what? I get distracted all the time. You know what? That's not even a real one. We have those ones where we don't want to admit them, but we know that they're there. We all have them. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But you have to be real, especially for a self-evaluation. So for me, I do a self-evaluation different ways each time. It really all depends about what's going on. So one that's really common for me that I have done actually frequent amount of times is really doing like my own pros and cons, like straight up. Yeah. What's good about me and what's bad about me? What are my positive habits? What are my negative habits? And just like the awareness and acknowledgement and acceptance, when you do this pros and cons list, it makes you have to really look at this. Now I'm aware of these. One of my top ones, and one of the top ones of human beings in general, is judgment. Judgment, I swear I'm going to have to do a video on judgment because judgment is so heavy. But I was very judgmental and I didn't even realize it. Like, I wasn't judgmental, like, oh my gosh, look at her shoes. No, it wasn't like that. It was just like certain judgments I have on people. And because you're human, you're judgmental too. 100%. You wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't. And when you have to be real about it. And when you are acknowledging and you are aware, then throughout the day I'd be like, okay, well, I'm dealing with so and so. Oh my gosh, why is my reaction like that? I'm being judgmental. Like, it really just happens like that. It becomes a process where it's like, okay, you choose one of these things or you look at this list and then you start becoming aware of it. Okay, I'm talking too much. I'm doing this. I'm interrupting people. I'm not listening. Those aren't my problems. But then it's like, oh, I'm aware. So now the more and more I'm like, okay, I'm being judgmental. I'm being judgmental. You go through this process and then it's like, ooh, now I'm aware I'm about to be judgmental. Like, it works just like that. It's not a fast process. Again, it's very slow. But then you go, okay, I'm about to be judgmental. Nope. And you put something else in there. And it's just like that. That awareness is everything. So once you make your list, your self-evaluation, now you can do a pros and cons list. You can look at your goals. You can look at who you are. You can do it in any way you want to do it. But that will help you to really look at who you are as a being now, the actions that you have, the life that you're living, what you need to change, and become aware of it. That's just the first start of becoming aware of what's going on in your life in the present moment. So, for all of that, hey, I'll see you in video 13. Woo woo!